Today we're taking a closer look at something instantly recognizable for any movie fan. The DeLorean Time Machine from Back to the Future. Reproduced here in 1/64 scale by M.J. Model. Right away, the box already gives a preview of what's inside. Through the clear window, you can see the stainless steel-colored body and the complex setup of pipes and components that transform the classic DeLorean into a cinematic time machine. The packaging itself is quite clean and minimal, with the M.J. Model branding and the car clearly visible from the front. Removing the protective plastic film is always that first satisfying step in an unboxing. Once the wrap is gone, the display window becomes much clearer, and you can really start to appreciate the details of the model sitting inside the box. Now that the box is unwrapped, we can take a moment to look at it from all sides. M.J. Model includes the usual information, warnings, and branding around the package, while the clear window keeps the DeLorean visible from different angles. It's always interesting to see how these models are presented before they're finally taken out of the box. Sliding the inner display case out reveals the model mounted on a black base. This particular piece is part of a limited run, and the plaque on the base confirms it. M.J. Model Limited Edition, number 534 out of 999 pieces. For collectors, that limited numbering always adds a little extra character to the model. Before removing the car, it's worth taking a closer look at the display base. The plaque clearly identifies the model as the DeLorean DMC-12 Time Machine, and the transparent cover protects the car while still showing off its details. From the side, you can see how slim the base is, and on the back, the small screws that hold the model in place. To free the model from the base, the screws need to be carefully removed. Using a small screwdriver, the process is slow but straightforward. One by one, the screws come out, releasing the car from its mounting points. It's a common system for display models like this, especially when the goal is to keep the model stable during transport. With the screws removed, the model can finally be separated from the base. Once it's free, the DeLorean can be held and examined from every angle. Even at first glance, the amount of small external components immediately stands out. The pipes, cables, and mechanical elements running along the body really capture the look of the movie time machine. Turning the model slowly reveals the distinctive rear setup. The grid-like structures, the reactor components, and the wiring all recreate the complex machinery added to the original DeLorean in the film. From the roof to the sides, the casting tries to reproduce the unusual silhouette that made this car one of the most recognizable movie vehicles ever. Looking closer at the underside, you can see the base structure of the model and the rolling wheels. The side profile shows the classic wedge shape of the DeLorean DMC-12 combined with the additional movie equipment mounted along the body. It's a combination of a real sports car design and fictional technology that made the time machine so iconic. From the rear, the model becomes even more interesting. The exposed mechanical structures, pipes, and vents create a very busy and detailed back section. All these elements are what give the car its time-traveling personality, transforming a relatively simple stainless steel sports car into something that looks like it came straight out of a science fiction lab. Moving toward the front again, the wheels and tires show a classic DeLorean-style design. And when the rear section is lifted slightly, the detailed engine compartment becomes visible, with small tubes and components that hint at the fictional machinery behind the time machine concept. Even at this scale, those details help bring the model to life. Even at this scale, those details help bring the model to life. Placed on the miniature parking lot set, the DeLorean immediately feels at home in the scene. The metallic body reflects the surroundings nicely, and the car rolls smoothly along the parking lines. Seeing it move across the diorama adds another layer of realism to the model. Now the DeLorean joins the other vehicles in the parking lot scene. Even surrounded by other cars, the time machine stands out thanks to the antenna, cables, and the complex rear structure. It's the kind of model that naturally becomes the focal point of a display. Moving into the multi-level parking garage, the model looks even more cinematic. With the small figures and concrete pillars in the background, the DeLorean almost feels like it's about to start another time travel adventure. It's a great example of how a simple diorama can enhance the presence of a diecast model. And here it is parked beside the M.J Model box where it all started. The DeLorean Time Machine is one of those cars that instantly connects die-cast collecting with movie history. A fun and recognizable piece that definitely stands out in a 1/64 collection. Now let's take a look at it from every angle in the full 360-degree rotating view.